How to improve the quality of education in the modern world. Education has always been one of the most powerful tools for human development, social progress, and economic growth. In the modern world, rapid technological advancement, globalization, climate change, and shifting labor markets have transformed how societies function and how individuals live and work. These changes have placed unprecedented demands on education systems worldwide. Traditional models of education, which focused mainly on memorization and standardized instruction, are no longer sufficient to prepare learners for the complexities of the 21st century. Instead, education today must foster critical thinking, creativity, adaptability, digital literacy, and lifelong learning skills. Improving the quality of education in the modern world is therefore a global priority. Quality education is not only about access to schools or universities, but also about the relevance of curricula, the effectiveness of teaching methods, the use of technology, the competence and motivation of teachers, the inclusiveness of learning environments, and the alignment of education with real-world needs. This essay explores the key challenges facing modern education systems and proposes practical strategies to enhance educational quality, ensuring that learners are equipped to succeed in an ever-changing world. Understanding quality education. Before discussing how to improve education, it is essential to define what quality education means in the modern context. Quality education goes beyond high examination scores or graduation rates. According to international organizations such as UNESCO, quality education includes relevance, equity, effectiveness, efficiency, and sustainability. It ensures that learners acquire not only academic knowledge, but also practical skills, ethical values, and social awareness. Quality education promotes holistic development, intellectual, emotional, social, and physical. It encourages curiosity, problem-solving, collaboration, and innovation. Moreover, quality education should be inclusive, providing equal opportunities regardless of gender, socioeconomic background, disability, or geographic location. In the modern world, quality education must also integrate technology and prepare students for lifelong learning, as careers and industries continuously evolve. Challenges facing education in the modern world. Despite its importance, education systems around the world face numerous challenges that hinder quality improvement. Inequality and limited access. One of the biggest challenges is inequality. Millions of children and adults still lack access to quality education due to poverty, conflict, geographic isolation, or discrimination, even in developed countries. Disparities exist between urban and rural schools, public and private institutions, and different socioeconomic groups. Outdated curricula. Many education systems continue to rely on outdated curricula that do not reflect current knowledge, technology, or labor market demands. Students often learn theories without understanding how to apply them in real-life situations, leading to a gap between education and employment. Teacher shortages and training gaps. Teachers are the backbone of any education system, yet many countries face teacher shortages, low salaries, heavy workloads, and inadequate professional development. Without well-trained and motivated teachers, improving educational quality becomes extremely difficult. Overemphasis on exams. In many systems, education is overly focused on examinations and rote memorization. This approach discourages creativity, critical thinking, and independent learning, which are essential skills in the modern world. Technological divide. While technology has the potential to transform education, unequal access to digital tools and the internet has created a digital divide. Students in disadvantaged communities often lack the resources needed to benefit from digital learning opportunities. Improving curriculum relevance. One of the most effective ways to improve education quality is to modernize and diversify curricula. Skills-based learning. Modern curricula should emphasize skills rather than rote knowledge. Critical thinking, communication, collaboration, creativity, and problem-solving are essential competencies for the 21st century. Schools should integrate project-based learning, case studies, and real-world problem-solving activities. Digital literacy and technology education. Digital literacy is no longer optional. Students must learn how to use technology responsibly, evaluate online information critically, and understand basic concepts such as coding, data analysis, and cybersecurity. Integrating technology education prepares learners for digital economies and reduces future skill gaps. Interdisciplinary learning. Modern challenges such as climate change, public health, and global inequality require interdisciplinary solutions. Education should encourage connections between subjects like science, economics, ethics, and social studies to help students understand complex real-world issues. Local and global relevance. Curricula should balance global knowledge with local context, teaching students about their own culture, history, and environment while also exposing them to global perspectives fosters both identity and global citizenship. Enhancing teaching methods. The quality of education depends heavily on how teaching and learning take place. Student-centered learning. Modern education should shift from teacher-centered instruction to student-centered learning. This approach encourages active participation, discussion, collaboration, and self-directed learning. Teachers act as facilitators rather than sole knowledge providers. Active and experiential learning. Hands-on activities, experiments, simulations, internships, and community projects allow students to apply what they learn in meaningful contexts. Experiential learning improves understanding, retention, and motivation. Personalized learning. Every learner is unique. Personalized learning uses flexible teaching methods and technology to adapt instruction to students' individual needs, interests, and learning speeds. This approach helps reduce dropout rates and improve learning outcomes. Assessment for learning. Assessment should not only measure learning, but also support it. Formative assessments, feedback, portfolios, and performance-based evaluations help students identify strengths and areas for improvement, promoting continuous growth. Strengthening teacher quality and professional development. Teachers play a central role in improving education quality, and investing in them yields long-term benefits. Teacher training and education. Teachers must receive strong pre-service training that combines subject knowledge, pedagogy, classroom management, and technology integration. Training programs should emphasize critical thinking, creativity, and inclusive education. Responsible use of technology. While technology offers many benefits, it must be used responsibly. Schools should teach digital ethics, online safety, and balanced screen time to prevent negative impacts on students' health and well-being. Promoting equity and inclusion. Quality education must be inclusive and equitable. Inclusive education policies. Education systems should accommodate students with disabilities, learning difficulties, and diverse cultural backgrounds. Inclusive classrooms promote empathy, respect, and social cohesion. Gender equality. Ensuring equal access to education for girls and women is crucial for social and economic development. Policies should address barriers such as early marriage, poverty, and cultural norms that limit educational opportunities. Support for disadvantaged learners. Scholarships, school feeding programs, transportation support, and counseling services help disadvantaged students stay in school and succeed academically. Strengthening school leadership and governance. Effective leadership and governance are essential for maintaining quality education. Strong school leadership, principals, and administrators play a key role in shaping school culture, supporting teachers, and implementing reforms. Leadership training helps school leaders manage change effectively. Accountability and transparency. Clear standards, monitoring systems, and accountability mechanisms ensure that resources are used efficiently and educational goals are met. Community and parental involvement. Parents and communities should be actively involved in education. Collaboration between schools, families, and local organizations enhances student support and learning outcomes. Aligning education with the labor market. Education should prepare learners for meaningful employment and entrepreneurship. Career-oriented education. Vocational and technical education should be strengthened and modernized. Partnerships with industries help ensure that training programs match labor market needs. Entrepreneurship education. Teaching entrepreneurship fosters innovation, creativity, and self-reliance. Students learn how to identify opportunities, manage risks, and create value. Lifelong learning. In the modern world, learning does not end with graduation. Education systems must promote lifelong learning through adult education, res-killing programs, and flexible learning pathways. The role of governments and international cooperation. Governments play a crucial role in improving education quality. Adequate funding, sufficient investment in education infrastructure, teacher salaries, technology, and learning materials is essential. Education should be viewed as a long-term investment, not a cost. Evidence-based policies. Education policies should be based on research, data, and best practices. Continuous evaluation and adaptation ensure that reforms remain effective. Global collaboration. International cooperation allows countries to share knowledge, resources, and innovations. Global initiatives help address common challenges, such as digital inclusion and education in emergencies. Conclusion. Improving the quality of education in the modern world is a complex but achievable goal. It requires a holistic approach that addresses curriculum relevance, teaching methods, teacher development, technology integration, equity, leadership, and alignment with societal needs. Quality education empowers individuals, strengthens communities, and drives sustainable development. In a rapidly changing world, education must evolve to prepare learners not just for exams, but for life. By investing in people, embracing innovation, and promoting inclusiveness, societies can build education systems that nurture creativity, resilience, and lifelong learning. Ultimately, improving education quality is not only an educational responsibility, but a shared global mission that shapes the future of humanity.